So, welcome to yet another Canadian Computer Collector video where I slap the table as I'm trying to express myself. As you can see, my brother is here with me, and today we have a very unique challenge. His name is Stace, by the way. No, that is not the challenge. The challenge is that we're going to try and set up a Nintendo 64 emulator on a newer machine, and then work our way back to see how old we can go. So we're starting with a 2013 iMac, which isn't the newest thing in the world, but I don't think anyone would give a shit about seeing a Nintendo 64 emulator on a brand new PC, because you could just probably do that yourself. So we're gonna start in 2013, work our way down the line. Whoa. I'm sitting on a cat litter box right now, and it just started to cave in a little bit.
I thought you were dropping a deuce.
Yeah, well,
you gotta make use of it.
It's the right place to do it. There's
lightweight litter too. That's the good stuff.
Good stuff in here. Yeah.
Also, can we just comment on the shipping label? Amazon used to ship these in boxes. Now they're just shipping them directly.
That's right.
Also, the reason why we're doing an N64 emulator is that was like the console we had as a kid. It was the big deal one that we got.
Yes.
You know, special place in our hearts. I know that all the Zoomers and stuff think we're ridiculous for liking the three-pronged controller.
Yes. Oh, it was a horrible controller, but I loved it.
We're going to make that happen. Super Nintendo also will run on anything.
Yeah. So if it fails N64, we'll put the Super NES on there, and if that fails too, then we've truly failed. I have some older Windows machines. We got like an XP and a 98. We may as well get started.
All right, let's do it.
Or if you ask me, let's get sharded.
Heyo.
Okay.
You know what I hate about these things? They've got the memory card slot, but there's no slot.
Okay, let's fire this bad girl up. You know what's crazy?
Okay, so that works. So we should download a game.
What, Donkey Kong 64?
Actually, I wouldn't recommend that
everyone
game.
hates.
Well, Donkey Kong 64 just has a lot of problems in general.
Oh yeah.
Even when it was on the Nintendo 64. Let's just download GoldenEye. Everybody loves GoldenEye. Where does shit download to? Downloads,
downloads folder, yeah.
Oh, I usually extract it first, but apparently not a problem.
Honestly. Does controller work?
We probably need to map it. Oh right, Mupin has kind of like defaults, doesn't it? This might just work. Oh,
nice.
so this is using Mupin 64. We have not tried 64s, but I think we should give it a shot anyway. Does it not bother you how dusty this screen is?
Oh, it's awful, yeah.
This is running a little bit rough.
I think GoldenEye just generally run a little bit rough.
Yeah, just got pointed somewhere in the general vicinity.
Oh god. Okay, so Mupin 64 works. What about 64s?
Alright, let's open.
Oh, weird.
This one probably needs to be unzipped.
Is that what said the dogs?
Laid eggs. I think my favorite one at the end is like, so I hope you learned something today. Nope! GoldenEye. Durblo 7.
Durblo.
Durblo 2.
GoldenEye Durblo.
Holy shit. Are these just come mapped for an N64 controller?
That's pretty killer.
Oh, we got one problem.
Oh.
Maybe if I kill it and try it again.
Still doing it, eh? Oh, that's full of dirt.
Yeah, like the stuff all seems fine. It's just for some reason the controller is
Well, I guess that's 1 point for
Mupin. Okay. You said Finder is how you find shit? Well, then let's try 60 first.
That might be our saving grace.
Just for fun, though, I'm going to try opening Lupin 64 through 64s. Oh. But I mean, all it does is shows the intro screen. The back end of everything is very clearly 64s. So I'm thinking 64s might be our go-to here. Remember, kids, we're only downloading games we already own.
That's right. Yes.
Ooh, that runs very poorly.
Holy God. Oh my God, this is running 10.7?
See, that runs a little bit better. Nope.
Right until I'm proven wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's for sure it. For sure.
Oh, for sure.
Got #1 place in the world. Oh! Turn off display synchronization.
Look at this. Look at that.
This is how white people dance. Step touch.
Why are my cats getting so fat?
So, turn off display synchronization, kids.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say now.
Saying, you know what's cool?
There's a lot of things that are cool.
Oh, Firefox. I should just switch to you, but I don't because you lagged for the longest time. You can't use this version of the application with this version of Mac OS X.
Oh no!
I wonder if we can just get an older version of 64s. What version of OS?
This is 10.7.
Okay.
Yeah, Finder's just like Explorer.
And this
Oh!
ever
the
so
hell outta
slightly
here.
slowed down. Oh, look at that! It's using Lupin 64 to process it. That is hilarious.
They're working.
There's like a stutter though that we would need to spend some time.
Trying to figure out.
Yeah, I mean honestly, if we just muted it, it wouldn't be the worst. But sound is a big part of games in my experience. It's set to 1680 by 1050, but it's still small like this. Also looks like the controller. And that all needs to be configured. Alright, well. We got it running. She would sit at her couch and then just go like this. Alright?
I don't know, it's like frozen. I clicked Canadian keyboard.
Ugh, mistake.
Say, do not transfer.
US
Canadian.
keyboard.
Continue. Now let's see how long it takes. So as you can see, we kind of ran out of luck on the G5 here. I bought a hard drive off eBay that was SATA 1 because I didn't have any at the time, and I just bought a convenience hard drive that already had OS X on it. Turned out they'd done a poor job of installing it, and I'd have to reinstall it myself. So the first thing we're going to do with the G5 is connect it to my G4 iMac by FireWire and then reinstall Mac OS. So you can see I've renamed the hard drive CCC Fart, Canadian Computer Collector Fart, and a fresh copy of OS X Tiger goes onto the G5 because that's what I had handy.
You ever take your cats on smelling tours?
I do, you know what? I think we talked about smelling tours once and I was like, that's a really good idea. It sounded pretty good.
Yeah, that actually is pretty solid. Where the fuck is this one? And it's doing this thing where it pulls to the side too.
Weird. What if you restarted? Didn't we figure that one out last time?
You know, yeah, just for fun, let's just restart the whole computer.
I wonder if it's a GoldenEye thing. This issue that we're having with it pulling.
Well, no, because it ran on some machines fine, but we could try a different game. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I think
that's
we
a fail.
can probably put N64 PowerPC to bed. Ooh, I detect choppiness already.
That's fine. Oh, and it's doing that thing where the controller pulls?
Okay, well,
It rhymes.
Yeah, technically.
I wouldn't play on that, but it rhymes.
Okay, so one of them didn't mount, but
Read me first.
I did not read that first.
Folder for saving files could not be created.
That's okay, that happened on the last one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's working.
See, this looks more like...
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's the exact same size. It's just not on such a large piece of real estate. Yeah, look at this. It's running great.
Excellent.
Plugged into the keyboard slot.
Okay, this is
Something got fucked up. Oh man. Remember when stuff used to move inside computers?
Yeah, look at this.
Man, this monitor is like making my eyes hurt. Oh, it's terrible, hey? Can you imagine staring at that all day when you're like professional in the early 2000s?
It's not like every old machine was so deathly slow, just even... That looks really sharp, actually.
No. Full screen? Holy sh**. I am super impressed. Look how well this is running.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, there's some input delay there. Let's see what happens once like there's more dudes around. You know what? It feels a little slow, but not that bad. Yeah, you know what this feels like? This feels more authentic to the N64 experience than playing on a modern computer where nothing ever lags.
Woo!
I'm Will Smith. Search for the best driver.
Well, we don't have the internet there.
Okay, well, that's where we're at. We need to put this on a CD now. Hopefully Windows 98 can read it. My farts are as pure as a summer's day, with the wasps out, bothering you on the patio. That made noise.
Try double-clicking D. Oh, okay, it's still processing.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done anything.
I'm interested in all phases of data processing. Okay, so...
Well, it's spinning, but nothing's happening.
Well, folks, we tried burning a CD, and unfortunately the Windows 98 machine would not read it. We also tried using a USB stick, but every time we plugged it in, the machine would try and download drivers for it, and because it was not plugged into the internet, we were unable to do so. So we'll have to leave this as perhaps a place to pause for now. Instead, we found our old MTG Chandelar CD and tried to install that, so that's what we're watching right now. And who cares, the video's almost over anyway. And in a strange twist of fate, the MTG Chandelar installation froze. So we're still at 88% on MTG Chandelar. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna finish, but I remain hopeful. I was really hoping to get Chandelar going, even though that is not at all what this is about. This was about Nintendo emulators. So actually we digressed quite a bit, but getting back to it, it would appear that it's pretty hard to get a Nintendo 64 emulator on a PowerPC computer. It's also hard to get one onto a Windows 98 machine.
You know what? I feel like we could do it, but the problem is we need drivers to get the files onto the computer. Like, the issue isn't even getting the emulator, it's getting the files on the computer.
Super Nintendo emulators seem to run fine on PowerPC.
They run fine on anything.
Yeah, well, because, it's so simple. You could probably use 2 stones and just rub them together. So on the PowerPCs, we still had the stick issue, amongst a host of other problems.
We also had that on OS X, though. On one OS X machine, but not on another.
Other than that, obviously the newer stuff worked great.
Yeah, I would say though that the N64 emulator on Windows XP was the most authentic N64 experience because it was just a little laggy in the same way that the N64 was, but it was still very playable.
Yeah, and I noticed that the graphics were tearing a little bit in ways that seemed reminiscent. Anyway, I'm the Canadian Computer Collector. This is my brother. Once again, signing off, and please like and subscribe. I'm trying to remember to ask that every single time, and I hope you remember to do it. So, we'll talk soon or never, I guess. Look at this. Look at that.
This is how white people dance, step touch.
Why are my cats getting so fat? Well, we know the answer.